Hey Jenny. Yay, you're here early. So today I'm just working on Etsy and talking about, you know, business or embroidery, whatever topics you guys want to talk. Just I come on here to hang out with you guys while I work because I have to sew all these bloomers. I have to sew 3 bloomers. So since I'm not doing embroidery, I can just have a relaxed Friday night with you guys while I work on this. Hey Sharon, hey Connie. Good evening, ladies. No, I thought I'd just come live because I need to work on my days. I've been slacking off. I haven't been sewing or working because my Etsy was kind of slow this week, and then I have to wait for my agent links. But it's okay because all my order is not due till like the 2nd week of May. So I will get these out on Monday. So I finish these. You know, Etsy. I know a lot of people are supposed to be on strike this week. Maybe it's because of the strike. I mean, this week was kind of slow for me. I don't know if you guys noticed, a bunch of people went on strike for the Etsy increase fee. So I think I need to adjust my fee this week because the 6.5 fee is, I think it doesn't make too much difference, but probably add $1 or something more just to cover that since they increased that fee. Hey Shayna. Oh. Is it not working? Can you fly? It's okay now. Can you guys? Let me see. Okay, let's add going. Something's wrong over here.
Oh, okay, there. It was because I forgot to turn off one of the line. So I just went. If you guys see my little thing over here, that's the control panel. That's the Yellow Box Pro. Cloud, do not knock my camera down. Cloud's trying to knock my camera down. Cloud. Hey, Audrey. I hope that is the audio okay now? I already adjusted. Cloud, do not touch that. No. You're going to knock my camera down. I'm going to have you go stay with Dad. Okay, yeah. It was, I forgot to turn off one of the panel. What are you trying to do now? Go, Dada. Here, take your car. Come on. Go, Dada. Go, Dada. Here. Okay, ride in your car and go. Okay. Dad, watch a cloud. Bye-bye. Okay. So, Naro, it's okay if you have to go. If any of you guys have to go, you guys can excuse yourself. Yeah. Hey, Laura. So, I don't know if all of you guys follow Trebuchet. She's live right now, too. So, I am working along with her while I'm watching her on my other iPhone. So, I am watching her there. So, if you guys... Hey, Barb. Good evening. Hey, Laura. Yeah, any of you guys, are you guys selling on, those of you that are selling on Etsy, how do you guys feel? I know I haven't asked you guys, but how do you guys feel about the Etsy fee increase? And I know a lot of people have mixed feeling about it, but you know, I don't even advertise locally or know people locally, so I think even with the fee increase, I'm okay with it because I just need something to do, you know. So I think I'm okay with the fee increase, and I will increase my price a little bit just so, you know, cover all the fees. But do any of you guys adjust your price yet? I mean, they already raised the price. I mean, not the price, the fee. I think the 6.5% is the transaction fee, right? I think it is the transaction fee. So let me cut these bloomer. I'm going to try to cut at least 4 of these so I can sew some on it. Usually I always sell this bloomer, so this like strawberry bloomer, so I will cut 4 today just so I made some extra on hand, so I don't have to cut anymore if in order to come in next week, just so I'm prepared for next week, because I don't try to sew these ahead, but since I know that this is selling for me, I will try to make at least a couple ahead. And I only offer 2 size. So let me try to film this way. You guys are not seeing what there we go. You guys are seeing now my so I am not filming up here because this is it's not high enough, so I try to use my stand over here. Hey Pauline. Oh, you bet. Yeah. I mean, I think I'm okay, but you know, I think people that are doing really well, they really don't have an opinion. I guess they're kind of in the middle because they are doing really well. Yeah, I think everybody's upset about it, but I'm okay because, you know, things always change, and Etsy is not really like your own store, so I guess we just have to adapt to the whole situation. I know it. Yeah, I know, Barb. You have a whole slew of clientele, so you sell locally, so that's awesome. Like, you don't have to worry about adapting or anything because you still have to adapt to like the economy, but with your running your own business from your own, you know, your own store, your own shop, you have control over that. But on Etsy, we don't. But I'm okay because I don't even advertise, or I don't want to take on people's personal project anyway. I feel like people always want personal stuff done, and I don't like carrying tons of inventory, so I'm eventually gonna get away from all of this because I felt like I've always been sewing, making things for people, and I want to try to get into a second business venture which I don't have to do this, which I can focus on YouTube and, you know, sewing for myself, sewing for fun, because I always do the same thing over and over, so I want to try something else. And trying to get these order out, I don't like that feeling. Like, I just want to design on the computer and do computer stuff. I am trying to work on a fabric collection right now. We'll see. It's just gonna be a simple geometric or really easy daisy flower. I know the daisy flower in like the 90s kind of vibe is really trendy now, so I'm gonna try to create something around there just for practice, because I am starting from scratch. I only know a little bit about Illustrator since 3 weeks ago, so I'm not really skilled yet, but I am practicing. So we'll see how that turned out with the fabric designing. I mean, I don't know. I think it's okay, because that's, to me, I don't have nothing against anything, because I just feel like Etsy is a business, and I guess that's their move to try to, I mean, whatever they decide is best for their business. I think it's okay, because I don't think any of us would want anybody to come and tell us how to run our own business. So I just think that it's okay. Like, I'm okay with that. I mean, I don't like the change, but if they decide to change, that's up to them, because that's really their business. Ooh, Connie, congrats. Connie's super busy. Yeah. I'm okay with not being busy, because I am building my other business. So I don't want to give up on this yet. I'm just working on this while I build my digital business. I am learning how to create fabric, and I'm kind of excited about that, because I've been wanting to do that for the last 3 years, and I never jumped it because Illustrator intimidated me, and I never have the guts to. Well, I did try it when I was in the fashion course, but then I kind of stopped using it for 2 years now, and I don't remember anything on it. So I just finally got, the courage to go back and use it again. So I really want to get into that, and hopefully that do well for me in the future, so I can get away from this. Because I still want to sew, but I just want to sew for myself and my kids, and I don't want to sew for people. So eventually the hope is to get away from all this, so I can entirely focus on YouTube and just sew for myself and learn new skill. Sorry, I'm gonna be covering the camera here because I need to go this side, so I don't want to cut my fingers. I had to come over here. And this is how I cut my fabric. I know it's not totally efficient, but it's what I have to do because I only have this space to cut. Yeah, Shayna, right? Mine too. Mine costs about $85, $90 too. I think mine's 15 gallons. Oh, it is about that much. But, it is what it is because society, everything always changing, economy always changing. The world is changing, so we just have to accept that. Hey, Diane. Lexi, she wants to be. Oh, I never heard of it, Yvette. Oh my God, there is so many marketplace. I found a couple through Facebook, but I look at them. Not a lot of people know them, so there's not a lot of foot traffic. So I'm not gonna sign up. I'm just gonna stick with Etsy because I guess Etsy been here the longest, and everybody know about Etsy. Until the other platform do well, then yeah, I will try to get on them. But for now, I'm just gonna stick with Etsy. And since I'm going digital, I don't even need to sign up with like Handmade Marketplace anymore. I am looking to website that allow me to sell digital stuff. So there's a tons of website for digital, selling digital beside Etsy. So I am expanding to do all those once I start setting up a system and learning the process of designing fabric. So I've been just practicing, but not a lot, because I can't focus entirely on it since I'm still running this physical Etsy shop. Even though I don't have many orders, this is still taking some of my time. So it's okay. Like, I'm just gonna slowly build that that digital fabric designing, because a lot of people that I listen to, podcasts or people that do fabric designing, they don't even make much money until probably the third year or fourth year, and also depending on how much like they put their effort and time into creating the fabric, and then they also said you have to constantly like make design like every day to try to have a big portfolio. And I might even have to try to create my own website, either Shopify or Squarespace, just so I could showcase like fabric prints and things like that. But that's in the future. I'm slowly building that portfolio, just slowly. And I'm on my own journey, so I would just be slowly build my way up. Because the lifestyle that I envision, or the business that I envision for myself, is to be free, you guys, to be able to travel, to be able not to worry too much. I did tell you guys I want to have like an actual physical location future, but that is just for when I'm not traveling. But I do kind of like, envision myself traveling a lot and not have to worry too much about, fulfilling orders. So I like the feeling more. So eventually I want to get away from this kind of business model. So that's how I envision myself. If you guys like fulfilling orders, running physical shop, fulfilling physical order, that's perfectly fine. I mean, that's how you guys envision your business. That's how you guys want to build your business around. That's perfectly fine. Just for me, I don't want to have that worry. I want to be free, and I want to work anywhere in the world, I guess, if I have to travel. And still don't have to worry about finding people to run the shop while I'm away. Things like that. So that's the goal for me. Okay, so let me double check this. I do not want to cut it wrong, so screw this over here a little bit. Hey Juana, good evening. Hey Liz. Hey Ambra. Yeah, Yvette, I feel like for a physical shop, you could make decent money, but it's a lot of work, because if you don't have anybody working for you, you're working by yourself. And especially for us that have kids, it's hard. Like, I don't think I cannot envision myself scaling this up. But with digital that I'm planning to go into, I can scale it up, and I don't need to hire nobody, like just myself. So yeah, I just feel like physical shop, I wouldn't be able to scale up because of, just the lifestyle that I'm living right now, especially having little babies and, a household to run. It's just not possible to be getting high volumes of order without help of the family, Like, if you guys don't really have help from family, it's probably not going to be able to you're not going to be able to scale it up that high with a physical product shop. Unless you do POD, I don't know. I was thinking of POD anyways too, because tons of people are doing that, and I don't want to carry so much item, Even with this, I started with this, and I find myself buying so many things, and my house is just full of a lot of stuff, and it's getting me stressed to the point where sometimes I don't even know what I'm doing for my business. So I really like to get away from this business model. So that's the whole goal, because I don't want to think about, checking inventory, replenishing inventory, tracking things. This is a lot. I just want to, like with physical, it's not easy to, I guess it's not that easy. People think it's easy too, but I've been doing it a little bit, and it's not that easy. Like trying to find a way to, store all your files, how to file them away, and to have like a system on, what you're going to work on every day. And yeah, it's not easy too. I think it takes a lot of determination, effort, and perseverance just to build a business from scratch. Anything, and you have to be patient and persistent, because persistency is what will get you to your goal. So I've been seeing that, like someday I only do one or two things, and I don't do it for a while. So that's not really productive or consistent. I've tried to, like, if I just skip, at least only skip 2-3 days, not skip like a whole week. Hey, Roseanne. Good evening. Thank you for the support, Roseanne, and thank you for dropping by. Hey, and yeah, and I think I already found it like 3 years ago, but I just never got into. I'm just gonna try other things, and I was intimidated by Illustrator. I don't know about you guys, but a person that never have any experience and don't even touch. The only computer I touch is just Facebook and YouTube and emails. Just those kind of basic things that a lot of people already know how to use. But with Illustrator, it's like a foreign language or something. So I was just so afraid to play with it. So I finally opened up, watch a ton of video, and just follow along with like tutorials. And I find it to be really fun for me, because when I get to create something and something come out like cool, I'm just like, wow, I did that. So, and I've been also drawing. I did some little sketch. We'll see if I can digitize it in Illustrator. So yeah, I've been only doing font stuff, not a lot of drawing, but eventually I do want to draw and do painting and digitize all of them and turn them into fabric. And because I still love to sew and, do all this project, sewing and embroidering. I don't want to sell anymore, sell like physical product, but to teach and, share with you guys and talk to you guys about sewing and embroidery, but, not so to run a physical business. Have you guys found your niche? Or if you guys, I feel like I only want to limit myself to only 3 niche, because I think more than 3 is kind of overwhelming. If you guys have watched, I was watching this, I forgot her YouTube, but this one lady, she said she has ADHD, and she likes to do everything, but in the beginning, since she do everything, she couldn't be success in anything. So she developed this method called the half dug hole, where if you dug every single hole, and you will never get to the bottom of the $1 million, so pretend $1 million at the bottom of the hole. And if you dug all of random holes here and there, you will never get to it. But if you dug one hole and you get to that $1 million, then you can move on to the next hole and dig the next one, So like once you master one, and then you can start adding the second one and the third one. So I feel like okay, since I already kind of know sewing, I don't know too deep about it, but that's not really what I want to specialize in. I want to specialize in surface pattern and Illustrator. So I guess I am just going to be digging that hole. And just the other one, I'm just going to do for fun. You know, so that's kind of like the analogy that she give out about, you know, trying to find your niche and try to stick with that. And since she done that, she have built like probably 7-figure on YouTube and, you know, all her other stream of income. So I find that's interesting. So hopefully that helps some of you guys or all of you guys to find your niche and to, you know, hopefully stick with it so you can become that master in that area and, you know, create a profitable business and, you know, hopefully your business thrive from that. Yeah, Shayna, I think it's okay to do everything, but I would say have one thing that you want to be good at. Like just pick one thing that you really like and make that like your specialty, because you do, especially if you want to develop a business, you do want somebody to know you for that. You can still do everything else, but like for me, I want everything else to just be more like for fun, I guess. And I want to be good at one thing, and once I master that, then I can, like, you know, bring in another skill. But just like imagine if you're trying to learn 20 languages at the same time, I don't think you will master anything. You will not be fluent in any of it. You know, you probably know a little bit of here, and there, you know, but you're probably not going to be fluent in 20 languages at the same time. So. Oh, Lisa, okay, so you heard, what's her name? Oh man, I watch people, but I don't remember, like, I don't remember, because I watch so many videos that I don't remember their exact name, but hopefully you remember her name. But since you heard about her method of, she was talking about the half dug hole, you might know who I'm talking about, because I feel like a lot of crafter has ADHD, and they can't stick with one thing, you know. A lot of us are like that because we want to try everything, make everything, but eventually for like business to be successful, like you do want to focus on building one thing first. Because if you see all the successful business out there, they start with probably one product idea. And even Apple, you guys see Apple? They start with just like, really, I guess they only have, I don't know the history, but I think they only have like one product, right? To start out. It seems like a lot of the business, they start with one idea, one invention, and then they expand from there. So yeah. And plus I try to pick things that I can diversify, and I don't have to work hard later. Like I work hard now, and once things start rolling, I don't have to work hard like this. With fulfilling physical order, you constantly have to fulfill orders, or you don't make money if you go on vacation or whatever. But with a digital shop, you know, digital things has been super trendy now because of the pandemic. Like everybody started looking to other stream of income. I don't know. I just feel like every other YouTuber I watch talks about digital product, digital, you know, shop, just everything digital, you know, because with that you can scale it up, and, you know, once you build a digital shop, you can go on vacation and don't have to work for like certain weeks or months, and you still generate income. While physical shop, the moment you don't work, you have to find people to work, or, you know, you're not gonna make money while you're on a vacation, because nobody's fulfilling your orders for you unless you have people working. Okay. So I do not want to mix these sizes. I'm gonna put this size over here while I cut the next size. I don't want to mix anything, or I'm gonna forget. Hello, Joanna. Hey, Alicia. Yes, Juana, you guys need to chase what makes money for you, because the children, I mean, it is profitable in the children niche, but if you find that's not working for you, then yeah, that's why you try at least a couple niche and see which one is the one for you, because not everybody will be successful. So you have to kind of like play around, testing around, and also define like what you want from this life, you know, like if you said you like working, you like doing physical things, you don't mind that, and you're not really like a travel person, then yeah, that's perfectly fine. This is just what I see myself doing. Is I can't stay. I like to hike, I like to be outdoor, I like to do things, and my family always do stuff. And so I don't want to be like on the weekend working and people having fun barbecuing, hanging out, and I have to fulfill orders or work because I have a deadline. So that's why I am transitioning to digital, and I really like to see, you know, my own fabric print or fabric, or, you know, I think I'm going to design for I'm going to do mostly for fabric, but I'm thinking of like apparels too, because I like sewing. So Lisa says I have 100 half dug holes. Yeah. So I hope that if you guys watch her half dug holes video, and that inspire you guys and to be focused, because I'm totally focused after I watched that. Like I'm like, you know, I'm sticking to just this one niche, and we'll see where it takes me. And then once it has a momentum and start generating profits, then I can try new things. And plus I feel with digital you can have more time, like you have more time on your hand to play, because once you develop a momentum and your shop start doing well, then you don't really have to think about it, because you don't have no order to fulfill. So that's kind of like the goal for me, but it's not easy. The reason a lot of people don't go into it is because it's a long journey, since the journey of building that portfolio, building your design portfolio takes a long time. And especially if you have zero knowledge, zero experience, like no design background, it's going to take you even longer, because you are learning from scratch, and depending on how fast you can grasp the information. So I am learning really slow, because Illustrator has always intimidated me, and I am learning a little bit by little. So I'm not expecting to make anything in the next 3 years from it, because this first year I just want to play, practice, and build a little, like, you know, build some portfolio, just, you know, make things I like. Not really sure where I'm gonna do, but just to play around. So I understand the design concept, and, you know, to help me understand how to use Illustrator too. So I'm just playing around. Not gonna be expecting much, because sometimes when you start, you can't really expect much. And I know some people, like, they only start for a month and they want to see sale, but I think with this new journey, I'm not gonna expect anything, because I have listened to a lot of the people in this same niche, like pattern design. They don't make money in the first 3 years. So, you know, I'm not going to expect anything, and just practicing and playing. Because if business and making money is like, like it's if it's that easy, then I think everybody would have a business, But business is not for like everyone, and it's not easy like, social media portray it, because we don't see all the administration, all the behind the scene work. We don't see nothing. Like, they only show like the glimmerous side. So that's why it's not easy, and some business doesn't grow because of, some people like just want that instant gratification, so they kind of like stop. And I think the people that are successful, the people that, they just enjoy doing it, and even they don't make much money in the beginning, they just keep on going until, miracles. Laura, it's okay, because they do say that all crafter, I shouldn't use the word all, but majority of us crafters are ADHD, because, we just can't stop doing one thing. Like, we have to do everything. So I think that's a research. I don't know what kind of research, but a lot of people say that. I've been following people that do craft, and a lot of people do say they have ADHD, and that's fine, Total 18 months. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not expecting anything. This whole year, I'm just dedicating to learning the software. Building like easy pattern, because I was trying to think of complicated patterns, but I was listening to podcasts again, and they were talking about, I listened to this pattern designer podcast on Spotify, and they were just talking about, just in the beginning, just do something simple, because you really just want to grasp the concept and understand how to use the program, because those programs are not easy. Like, it's a lot of buttons, a lot of features you're gonna have to learn and play with to see, what it creates. So I am being patient. Like, this whole year, I'm just using it to play. Wow, because I am also learning digital typing too. So I'm not gonna expect much from both of them. I just want to learn the skill and play around with it. I know this one's wasting a lot of space here, but it's okay. I'm gonna try to put this over here. Yeah, see, oh my gosh, Joanna just explained. See, Joanna, that's what I was saying, like, to make a livable income, you are really working your butt off. I'm just going to say that. Like, you don't have time, and you will have to stay up late, cranking, especially you don't have anybody working for you. I don't even make a livable income with this physical shop. Like, just probably kind of pocket change money or gas money. So I was like, you know what? I am fed up with this. I need to be making a livable wage, I don't even make, like, if I work for McDonald's right now, I would make like at least you know, a livable minimum wage. This is not even minimum wage. This is just pocket change, because you know, I don't want to take away from my kids or take away from my household, and then my family always do something on the weekends. So I don't want to left out. I don't want to be left out. So I don't like it, you know. So I was like, it was a good learning experience for me, and I see that I don't like it too much. So I am changing, and I am gonna go with my first idea, which was the surface pattern design, because that's what I want to do. Like 3 years ago, I found out about that, because I was doing fashion design courses, and I found that surface pattern is a career that you can do for fashion design. If you don't, you know, design clothing, like I just want to work with patterns, clothing, and have a lot of time to design, make things for fun, you know. And at the same time, have, like, also I do want to do that, because in a way, if you are a surface pattern designer and you showcase your work a lot on Instagram, you never know, you can get contract work. Because I heard a lot of people, they're just showing their stuff on Instagram and they get contract work with big companies. You never know. So that's one thing I'm going to try to aim for, just posting, you know, things that I'm working on. I haven't started an Instagram for it yet, because, you know, I'm still in the beginning stage, just learning the process and learning Illustrator. So I don't want to post anything yet. I haven't developed anything. And plus I still have this shop that I have to fill. So I am kind of silently working behind the scene. So eventually I will, later on, when I'm confident. Hey, Joanna. The job crest nice, but it's really... Hey, Tanetta. Good evening. Yeah, Joanna, you don't have to turn on your ads. I don't do no ads. Like, I just don't do, I don't, like, I think my Etsy right now, I just don't do nothing. But since 3 of my listing, just, people just keep on buying it. So Etsy, I don't know. I mean, I don't get tons of order anyways. It's only like a couple here and there per week, which I'm fine, because I want to spend all my time learning Illustrator anyways. So I don't turn no ads, or I don't run any ads. So I charge this battery. I have 2 battery charge. In case this one die, I have a little backup. So I'll stay here probably till like 10. Let me see what time is it. Okay, let's stay till like 10:30, like an hour and 45 minutes. Well, no, it's not even an hour. It's about like, I can't do the math, whatever. But I'll stay about like 10:30, 11 with you guys here, while I finish this and just chat about business. Because in 2-year time, I want to travel abroad. So that's why I'm thinking in the future with my business. I do not want to close. You know, I have to travel this summer, and I will have to shut this Etsy down. And I don't like the feeling that my shop won't be making any money in about 2 months. So that's why I thought about digital, because of that. Like, I just don't like. And last week I was really sick, you guys. like I was on live, but at night I was having some pain, so I didn't have any motivation or the energy to work on to fulfill Etsy order, and I didn't like that. You know, when you have, or when you're sick or you have things to take care of or emergency, you really have to refund people or cancel order or close your shop, and that's costing you money in your business. So that's why the digital shop makes sense for me, because I worry about not being able to fulfill orders or sending out orders on time and not making money when you're on vacation because you don't have somebody to work for you. So I want the business to keep flowing even when I'm on vacation, when I'm sick and I'm not available or I'm busy, you know. So I'm trying to think of a business that will give me that freedom, because I know money is like a thing that all of us need to live in this country. I guess anywhere in the world, you need money to, live like a. So, and I don't like to be thinking about or worrying about not having enough or worry. So I want to establish this so I can be free and not worry about, can't buy this, I can't afford this, I can't go here because I don't have the fun. Okay. Oh, I need to make sure I'm not mixing these because these are different size. Okay, now I mix it over there. Let me see if this is the right side. Shouldn't be mixing it. Okay, there. This is the right side. So I need to cut one more of these. Let me cut this long strip off. Oh, Jenny, thank you. Yeah, no, I got tons of compliment on that. They're super cute and adorable, but they're not heavy. So I like this thing. This thing is heavy duty, which hold the fabric down. Those little weights, I just use them on like the corners. Let me cut more of these. Oh no! What the heck? What the heck happened? Oh, it's the camera. The camera was off. Ugh. Yeah, it's not showing. So I guess I have to use. Man. This camera, why are you going out? Okay, you guys can still hear me, but the camera was off, so I'm gonna try to turn on. I think the battery is low. I mean, I charge it, but I charge it, but it's probably, I have to change the battery. So I'm going to turn on my, I'm going to turn this on. But I'm not going to see my, I'm going to turn this on so you guys can see me over here while I change the battery. Yeah, my camera died, so I thought I'd charge it. So I have to use my phone now. I have to change the battery. So let me change the battery for this, and then hopefully I'll be able to use it again. I mean, I charged it 3 days ago. Maybe it's not completely full, or this battery wasn't. So I'm gonna change the battery. Change battery. Yeah. So I'm using my phone now. I'll come back to. Okay. Okay, so this is the new battery. It's all full. So we'll come back to the camera. I know. Ignore all my mess over here. It's messy. Oh, Jessica Stansberry. Okay, that's her name. I just don't remember her YouTube channel, but she has a lot of good ideas. Yeah, if you guys feel stuck or anything, watch her. She's just a really motivational speaker. I like all the things that she talks about. And a really smart businesswoman. So we don't have to reinvent anything, you guys. We just have to, have the motivation, determination to, work hard and just follow those people that have been successful, Follow them, listen to their whatever they share, learn from them and how they run their business so you can be successful. Because the more you listen to successful people, and you will get there when you listen to those people, because it's just motivating. And surround yourself with people that have similar drives and philosophy. I guess not so philosophy, but just people with a similar mindset. And listen to a lot of podcasts. I love podcasts. I never knew that podcast was a thing. Like, now podcast is pretty trendy too, you guys. I don't know if you guys listen to any podcasts, but if you guys do, listen to the guy called, I've been sharing this on Discord. His name is Pat Flynn. Oh my God, he has like 500 podcasts already. In a lot of his podcasts, talks about everything about running business, from the struggles to the success story, and just other things to help you, a resource to help you. So if you guys like to listen to podcasts, I like to listen when I'm driving. So try to search for Pat Flynn. His podcast is called the SPI, Smart Passive Income. So if you guys search that, if you guys are not on Discord with Naro, you guys can just search that on Spotify. So sometime when you're feeling down, you don't have motivation, listen to those people, because sometimes listen to it makes me like have all the drive, all the energy, all the motivation, and I get myself back to work. So it's something for you guys to listen to when you guys don't feel the motivation. sorry, guys. Okay, so I guess there's no more questions, so I will just continue to work. And you guys can talk among yourself while I'll finish cutting this. So I am watching, I'm putting her on my background. So I'm watching another YouTuber. She's on live. I'm going to say hi to her. Yeah, so, sorry. Yeah. Lisa, I don't know if you check your message on Discord, but I sent you a message. If you're in Nairo's Discord already, just look on the left-hand side tab. You will see all these discussion board, and just look at what you need to look at, or look for things that you need, and then we have like a general chat. You just write like hey, hello, or good morning, and then there will be this voice chat thing. Everything is on the left-hand side, so you have to click on the left-hand side, whatever section you want to look at. Saying hi to the other friend on live. I'm looking at a epidemic sound, but I think I'm gonna go with artlist. No, but I don't want to subscribe to anything yet, because I do want to, but later, because right now my YouTube's not making enough profit to be getting some kind of sound subscription. I don't want to get it yet. And I do want to play some music. Maybe I will have to try to find some YouTube royalty-free music from YouTube. It might not be like nice music. It'll probably just be sounds or instrumental. So, because just working and not having anything in the background while I talk. I have you guys. But then I like something playing. Especially for like a Friday night like this, it would be great to have. What am I doing? I need to be putting all the correct size together. I'm not. Okay, so this is size 12. See, I'm talking to you guys. I'm not paying attention. I might put the wrong size. Then it would be messed up. So this is 12. I need to keep 12 away from. So this is 12. Okay, I'm keeping 12 up here. 12 needs to stay over here. And this is 18. Yep, this is 18. I don't want to mix them. This is all 18 over here. Hey, Peggy Jordan. So Peggy, I just used my iPhone. So I use this iPhone right here. If you can see me wave, this is the iPhone. Everything I film is, or picture is through my iPhone. Hey Cindy, yeah, I'm watching Shay while I'm working here. Thank you for stopping by, Cindy. Yeah. I know I was like, I still want to watch Shay, but I want to be on live too, so I have to come online here and just put Shay on one of my phone. This paper thing is kind of ripping. I really have to try to back it up. I don't have the time to back this pattern piece, and it's like ripping already. Ripping a little bit. This is not efficient, trying to cut one at a time, but I just have to do this because I do not want to cut multiple layers with that scary cutter. I do have that big cutter that can cut through a couple layers, but I don't like to get it out. So I'm just doing this. Cutting one layer at a time. Okay. Yeah, so Peggy, just use what you have. Like your iPhone is the best. It's all about the lighting and editing. Like you really have to edit the picture to make it, to have it like a clear picture, because if you just take it straight from the phone and you don't use any editing software, it's not gonna look as white and clear. So I like to use Lightroom on my phone. Either I use the Lightroom or I eardrop it to my laptop and edit on Photoshop. Yeah, so it's all in the editing software and the lighting. So you have to have good lighting first of all, and then second, you need some kind of editing program to edit the lighting to make it a little bit more wider. Okay, sorry, I have to block you guys right there as I try to cut this on the other angle. Okay, I think I'm good with this. Size 18 months, go over here. And then I'm gonna use this scrap piece to cut the facing. I'm gonna go grab some clips. Need a couple clips to clip this. Hey Marissa, good evening. Hey Sonia, you're here? Good evening to you. Yes, Yvette, I do. I have a bunch of blade down here. I just haven't changed it because I don't even sew too much. I just feel like, you know what, it's okay. I don't even sew like daily or make outfits daily, so I would change it later. I'm just so lazy to see, that's the reason why the other day I was talking about not buying any more machine, not buying any more equipment, because of trying to maintain everything, make sure everything's running smoothly. It's just, I don't know. To me, it's a hassle to me. It's a big hassle that I don't want to think about. That's why I just didn't I didn't even change this blade. But you're right, I know it's not sharp anymore, but I just keep on, since I only cut 2 layers at a time, I think I'm good. Plus, I don't sew every day, so I'm just like, whatever. But I know you, Yvette, you sew every day, right? So do you use this to cut, or you use? I need to get those electric scissors, but I don't know. I don't like to cut it like this because this piece is so tiny. The electric scissor, I don't know. I don't like to go under, like cut it like this. So I think I'm just, I don't know. This is like a habit for me since I've been cutting like this. It's hard to try to change it to like an electric scissor and then cut it like that. Hey Peggy, do you sell on Etsy too, Peggy? Because I know you were asking about taking pictures. I don't know if you're in my Facebook group, but I haven't done much. I am gonna plan to change that Facebook group to more like a help and sharing instead of just photography, because I don't even do anything. Okay, this one's done. Clip. This one still have a little bit for this piece. So I'm gonna try to be really careful to cut it. Since this is a tiny piece, I have to be super careful. If you guys have questions about Etsy or comments, anything, if I cannot answer you guys, hopefully some of these ladies on here can answer. But yeah, we can talk anything, like whatever you guys questions, and if I don't know the answer, hopefully somebody in here knows. Because I don't know everything, you guys. And plus Etsy, I'm not even like that good with it. I'm just going with the flow and learning along the way. But I'll share whatever I know. First, figure it out. Oh, rotary cutter. Yeah. I don't know, but I saw a lady on, I forgot her name. I don't know. I watched too many things. But I think her name is Charming Necessity on TikTok. I don't know if you watch her. I love watching her and her friend. Both of them do custom like girl dresses, and they sew like almost every day. I think it's Blue Moon Sewing and Charming Necessity, and then there was another one. But the three of them, like they sew daily and they do mass of sewing. So I saw they use electric scissor. I don't know which one used electric scissor, but it looked really smooth when she cut. Like she don't struggle like me like this. I'm struggling. I'm just like trying to make sure it cut through. But yeah, with this small piece, I think the electric scissor might be hard for me to cut since I have to go under it. I was thinking of not using this interfacing and use the elastic band to do the casing, but too lazy to learn another way. I'm just like, since this is automated for me now, that I don't want to try to sew it a different way. So there's other ways that you can sew this baby bloomer. I know Yvette on her TikTok, she showed how to sew it a different way than I'm sewing this. But since I'm so used to doing this, bless me, that I don't want to try another way yet. So this one is too big for this. Can't use that piece. I cannot use any of these pieces. So let me try to grab a new piece. I have some of these down here, so I'm going to be using these. Oh, hey, Naro. Okay, you have a good night, girl. Thank you for hanging out. Take care, Naro. I'll see you tomorrow, too. Oh, Yvette. Yeah. I know you sew for other shop. So those of you, like, if you're really good with sewing and you really enjoy that, you want to sew for other people. Yeah, Yvette is one of them. She's a seamstress and she's sew for other, like, they're kind of like Shopify shop, or they have their own Facebook and they do drops and things like that. So you guys definitely sew for other people if you're good at sewing and meeting deadlines. But Yvette, like, I tried, but then some of them, like, the deadline is really fast and they ask for a lot, and even just for a couple pieces. I have so many other things that I want to build for my business too. So I'm like, you know what, I'll just stay in that group, and maybe later on, if I have more time, or if I need some extra, like, spending money, then I probably will take on some job in there. But so far I haven't taken any job. I just stay in there, follow along. But if you guys do want to sew for other people and you guys don't want to think about inventory or starting your own business, you can definitely work for the other Etsy or Shopify shop, or I don't know where they sell this stuff, but I think they sell it on Facebook and Shopify, and some of them probably have Etsy too. But yeah, if you don't want to build a business from scratch, then I would say, like, sew for those shops that there's already established, and you can just work for them, sew their stuff for them. Yeah, 8 hours a day. That's Yvette, I think you have babies too. Like, how do you even work around your schedule? Like, I don't know. I can't. So I cannot work 8 hours straight because constantly get interruption. Have to make sure the house is clean before the husband come home. So those kind of things, like, I just couldn't see myself doing that. That's why I'm gonna go with the digital, because I feel I can work 2 hours here, 15 minutes there. I can even bring my iPad or laptop while taking a nap. just sit next to him, make sure he's doing fine. So that's why I like the digital aspect of the digital side of running business. So like even with this, taking me forever because I am talking with you guys. And even when I'm not talking with you guys, I'm super slow too. So okay, Laura, thank you for letting everybody know. Hey, Jill. Yeah, I find myself sewing really slow. So I don't think I could work for anybody in that group. I don't know, Yvette, sometime in that group, there's a bunch of drama in there too, with people like not shipping in time. I don't know. So I just didn't want to take the experience yet. Because that group's, sometimes some of the terms is a little bit too much for me. So, and thank you for sharing that group because that was a big help. And I shared that group with some other ladies, and it was able to help some people like get some side money, working for other shop. Oh my gosh, I do that too, Yvette. But I don't know, man. Like they babysit, but still, like I don't know, just it's just draining. Like when they constantly like have to ask you for food, asking this and that, and you still have to keep an eye on just so because sometimes those 7 and my 7-10, sometimes they don't watch the baby like too well, like they're busy doing other things. So I start to like constantly check, and then the house, the husband. So I know it's a lot of excuse on my end, but yeah, I guess you really, if that's your passion, I guess you just have to make it work. And Yvette, how long have you been sewing? Because I know your work is really good. Like you can sew fast and you can sew really well. And do you find that, the more you sew, the faster you become and the better you become at sewing? Since I don't do it daily and I don't sew a lot, I can only I know how to sew. Just I can't sew fast and have good quality. If I try to sew fast, the quality is not gonna be that great. Like I can tell, So I'm not there because I don't sew every day. So I only sew for leisure and just sew a little bit here for my own Etsy shop. These. So I'm gonna start sewing the 18 months first, so I don't confuse myself, so I don't mix the size. Okay, I'm gonna put this over here. So we're gonna go turn on. I'm gonna bring this camera over there so we can start sewing at my desk. Yep, camera's gonna be on this angle, and I'm gonna be, it's gonna be right here. Turn this thing over here. Let's go over here, start sewing for a little bit. So I'm gonna be turning, I'm not sewing here yet, I'm gonna be on the serger over here. So let me move the camera this side. You're gonna see me from behind since this is the angle. I need to get a camera over here. Like I want a camera over here to come down like this, but we'll see. I know that's a lot of equipment. You guys, I don't want too many equipment. That's just more equipment on my end. I have a spare camera, but I need to see how I'm gonna link it up, because this YOLO Box Pro is all wire. So the wire will probably be like super long. I don't know how it's gonna go. If I'm gonna, or maybe I'll just put it over here to film this area. I don't know. But anyways, let me see. That I really like working with. Oh, that's great, Yvette. I know you've been on there for a while, so you probably like have found like people that are wonderful to work with. But I'm afraid because there's too much drama. After I see all the drama, I just don't want to sew for anybody. I'm like, you know what? I'm good. I'm gonna put all the energy building my own business. So you have to, like, I think it's both, and like the sewer and the shop owner needs to really communicate. And sometimes a shop owner could be at fault, or the sewer could be at fault, because of miscommunication. So I just don't want to be on like working for, like, everything has to be super clear, and you have to ask all the questions. Make sure you're doing it correctly for them, and make sure you're getting paid for what they ask you to do. And if you can't do it, you have to be upfront with people. I know, like, some of us are this so nice, or want to try, or want to help, and that we don't have the skill, and then we take upon the work, and we couldn't deliver like a quality job. Then yeah, I think that's why there's a lot of problem with that. So I do not want to take on project that I know I don't have the time, I don't have the skill yet. And if I do try to challenge myself, I will have to practice first on my own, and to get a grasp of how those items are sewn together before I take on anybody's project. So I have to iron these pieces, because they are not they are creased, so they're creased in here. So I'm gonna wait for that to finish. My iron. But we'll put these over here while the mini iron is on. Oh, you meant, yes. Oh my gosh, you only like being serious in 2020, and you are so good. I think it's the consistency, and since you sew every day, I think that's what helps you to build your skill. That's awesome. I don't know, like I like to do too many things, so I just can't sew that. I think my niche is just really gonna be fabric designing. I want to do things relaxing. So, but like I said last time, hopefully, we could collaborate in the future when we are at a point where we're ready to collaborate. Because once I start designing fabric, I do want to collaborate with people that sew, you guys. That's the whole point of the fabric design. So it can, showcase fabric with actual, people that sew actual patterns, and that I can use picture for my own website. That'll be the dream, the goal. Yeah, work at it, Yvette. You are gonna be like a master seamstress. You already are a master seamstress, and whatever the next step that you want to go toward, I know you're gonna be fabulous, because sewing 8 hours a day, that's like, anybody that learning a new skill, the more you do it and daily you do it, the better you're gonna get. So that is so awesome that you get to sew 8 hours a day. About 8 hours. I know that you don't sew like 8 hours straight, but yeah, if you estimate to be 8 hours, that's a lot of sewing. I cannot do that because my husband, he needs me. His job is not flexible, so I really have to run the house most of the time. So that's why my situation is a bit different. So I am going a different direction, just because of the needs of my family and my household. So, and plus the route that I want to go, I like to be more like an educator instead of a person that's so yeah, that'd be awesome. Like if you are really good by then, if I have a physical space one day, like I could have guest educator, or people that have business for a long time. We can do like a day where people could come and show students stuff, how to do certain things. That'd be like an awesome idea in the future. Oh, Yvette, that would be awesome. I will keep you in mind. I am doing my first one thing. I'm just gonna do like just practicing. I'm gonna do like super simple. I was looking at some kind of like 80, 90 kind of vibe. I kind of like this one. I think a lot of you guys probably know this fabric print, or not fabric print, but art, where they do like the block. I think it's block, and it has alternating color, but I really like the pastels. I think I'm gonna make it more pastel, something like that. But we'll see. I'm still sketching some rough ideas out. I'm not good at drawing, but I think Illustrator will do most of the work. Like I just need to know Illustrator. I think I'm decent when drawing, but not like great. So, Yvette, are you sewing tonight? Are you working? Anybody's working tonight on long or just, Friday night relaxing? Okay, I'm going to turn off the knife. I don't need the knife. Ooh, 28 dresses. Wow. That's a lot. I don't know. It intimidates me. Seeing numbers like that, like I only want to do 5. I don't know. That seems intimidating. Sewing like 20, 30. Laura, what are you working on, Laura? Yeah, I think Yvette, you sew children clothes, right? So I think the dress are children, Jill. But I'll let Yvette answer that. Because the shop the Facebook group that we're in, that a lot of people post sewing job in there, a lot of them are a kids shop. So I don't know if you guys want to join the group, but it's called Seamstress Connection. I will write it down. If you guys are looking to make some side income, and if you're good at sewing, this is a great Facebook group to look for, a side hustle, sew for other people's shop. I think that's also a great way to connect with other people too. Network and connection. Yeah, Yvette, if I do take those people's those shop, like if I do take a job from there, I really have to not run my Etsy shop, because running the Etsy shop and trying to sew for other people, I don't think it's gonna work for me. So if I'm gonna sew for people, I completely have to close my Etsy shop and close this business down and just work for other people. Then I can go like a full time with that and take on a lot of sewing project. But I think at this moment, that's not the direction I would like to go. If I just want to make a little bit of pocket change, I would probably sew for like people that only need a small volume. But yeah, so anybody that, if you guys have time, you guys are good with sewing, check out that Facebook group, because once in a while people post up job. Two hoodies for myself. Oh, Juana, why are you going to Minnesota, Juana? Are you visiting people? I'm gonna go to Minnesota in the summer. Like I have my sister live up there, so that's why I was talking earlier. Like I'm worried about. Well, I'm not too worried, but I just don't like the fact that if I close Etsy, I'm not making any money for like 6 weeks. So that's my only concern. But other than that, I am looking forward to be kind of like having a mini vacation. And I know Laura's gonna go to the happiest place on earth. Laura is my friend here, and she's going to go Disney World. That's like super fun. I was planning for Disney World, but I don't know. I don't feel like traveling yet. I mean, I am gonna go to Minnesota, but that's just to visit my sister. But traveling to other places, I don't know. It's a bunch of planning and just things like that. But Disney World will be fun. Wow, Yvette, those dress has all the bells and whistles. Man, that's gonna be a big project, and I hope that they're paying you well for that, because that's a lot of sewing. That's a lot of sewing. That's a lot of things you have to piece together. And ruffles, I don't know how you do ruffle. Do you use a ruffle foot, or do you use the traditional method where you sew the two line and you pull it, or you use a serger? I don't know. There's like a bunch of methods, but the traditional method where you sew it with the long basting stitch and you pull it, that one takes forever. Especially if it's a really long or a really big skirt, or especially a circle skirt. You had to ruffle all the way around. I don't know. I don't like that. So I don't know what feet you're using or what method. Oh, ruffle. Okay, so yeah, so they will be easier. That's smart. So yeah, if you guys work with a lot of ruffles, Yvette use the ruffler foot. With the ruffler foot, everything will be like consistent, instead of you trying to like pull it, make it even around everything. Well, 38, that is awesome. And I'm pretty sure those dresses are like 100, 150, 200, because the business has to make a profit too. So I'm sure those dresses probably cost a fortune for the end buyer. And handmade has been really trendy lately. So I think a lot of people are okay with paying a high price now, because they know they cannot get those outfits at a department store, So a lot of people are finding them to be worth the price, and more people are buying more handmade or sewn item. A birthday, Juana, that's awesome. Yeah, Juana, I haven't talked to you lately, but I know that you've been posting a lot of videos, so congratulations, and your YouTube is climbing there, girl. Keep hustling, keep up with your posting. Yeah, I haven't been too consistent. I know, you guys. I'm just still trying to find my place in this business world. So I'm still learning all these ropes, still finding my place. And I know a lot of you guys said I found my niche, but I still working on it. So I don't know. Only time can tell if that's actually going to be something big for me in the future. But I am going to keep up with that. But it is easier said than done. So we'll work hard. We'll see what the next 3 years going to bring. I don't know any of you, like, are you guys still finding your niche, your calling, still confused? I'm still like finding myself in this business entrepreneurship journey. So still trying a lot of things, practicing. Okay, so I mean, I enjoy this kind of interaction. So my hope is eventually in the future, if I could have like a physical space, I would love all you guys to come visit me, and we could have like just a crafty day. I know that rental studio space has been popular since the Joanne near me has started doing that. So I was like, I think more and more people are getting into crafting, and some people don't have space in their house, so they would like to rent like spaces to just to get out and meet other people. So I really like that whole idea, because I like to have people, especially doing this virtually with you guys. It's pretty fun, but doing it in person, I think it'll be way more fun for all of us. So eventually, I think a studio space or a rental space for crafter is also like a neat idea too. Like just throwing these ideas out there, because this whole crafting and building handmade business is like trendy right now. I think it's always been around, but it probably hasn't been as popular as around this time. So, and a lot of business idea or business niches come up because of a lot of people are discovering about business and discovering about handmade stuff. So yeah, there's just a lot of opportunity. We just have to research and get ourselves out there. So let me sell this. Okay. I don't know if this is too loud because the microphone is super close to the serger. It might be too loud for you guys. Hopefully it's not too loud. I know this is, hanging out with you guys is kind of like hanging out with a friend, but I would love to have a actual person to be sewing in person with me. I don't know. I just don't really have any friends that could, like last time one of my bestie, we were crafting in my garage when I used to do scrapbooking, but since I don't do that anymore, I haven't been crafting with her. But having company like that and just creating, it's actually relaxing. But since I don't have anybody that's sew that could come over or I could go to their house and sew, that's why I'm on here with you guys. I mean, it just gives me that feeling of having somebody sewing and chatting with you, so you're not feeling like you're always alone. Because I feel like seamstress, Yvette, I feel like seamstress could be like a lonely job, because you are sewing by yourself like every day, right? Yvette, I don't know if you have a feeling, but I just talked to one of my auntie, and she's a seamstress, and man, she have like, I don't know, a lot. She's a alterationist. In the seamstress, she sew alter people's clothes, but she's there like probably sun up till sundown and just always in her shop. And I don't even know if she even go hang out. Maybe she do have like a social life, but probably not too much. But when I was interning too, the seamstress that I work under, her life is always just like in the shop, sewing all the time. And then when she doesn't sew, it's all with her family. So you're kind of like alone because you really don't have if you don't have an employee, you're kind of there just sewing like sun up till sundown. And sometime overnight too. It's depending on how much work you have. Yeah. Oh, Lisa, thank you for the offer. I would love to have a friend that's nearby that I can run to, or they can run to my house, and just so we both can like work on something and chat and share what we're working on. So with this whole YouTube, I like it that I get to chat with you guys, but it's still like I don't get to see what you guys are working on. I don't get to hear you guys talk. So, and the Discord is awesome, but there's something about doing it together in person. Once in a while, it just sounds more fun. Like virtually is okay, but I want that like human, like in-person human interaction, because I know seamstress life is really lonesome, lonely. Yeah. So when I was working with the seamstress before, like when I go there, she always tell me stories. I always ask her a lot of questions. So I feel like I think a lot of them don't get to see people a lot. And when we talk to customers, it's only like a couple minutes because we only take like measurement. We just ask them what they need. That's all. Like, and they just leave. You don't really see people too much. And then you go in the back room and then just work on clothing all day long. So that's kind of like the seamstress life. Laura, yeah, thank you for the offer, but I wanted to. I know when you guys and Nancy and all you guys gonna have fun. I was so sad because I can't come. Since I am planning to go visit my sister in the summer, and I already went with Angela, so that's how I was telling Liz. Hopefully, you guys can come here for the Long Beach convention. Hint, hint. It's gonna happen in January, or we can meet each other in another conference. So I will have to plan for next year since I have too many. I already have a vacation in the summer, so I don't want to take too much time from my husband. So yeah, so I said next year will be I can make another trip next year. So if you guys either come down here, or we can go up to Angela, or we can go to Texas where Lisa is at, because I know that all the big conventions mostly like in Texas and Cali, and I mean there's other places, but I think Texas, Cali, and Florida. I mean, New York is pretty big too, but I don't know why there's not a lot of maybe I don't know why there's not a lot of conference up in New York. So it's mostly like I always see like the conference in like in Chicago, Texas, Tennessee, Florida, those kind of places, but not New York though. Laura, yeah, I wanted to, girl. Like when Liz and you guys said that, I'm like, man, I'm missing out. But I just have too many plans, and so I don't think my husband would allow me. Like, couldn't make any arrangement for babysitter, so I have to try next year. So hopefully, Liz, we plan better. So next year we could have a big meetup, and more people and more YouTubers can come out, and even Sandy, PJ, mommy, you got to come out. You got to get out to Canada to come visit us over here. Oh, Sandy, you're leaving? Yeah, okay, good night. Thank you for hanging out, Sandy. You have a good night. Hey, Alicia. Oh, yeah, Lisa. So Lisa, okay, so we have two Lisa. So one Lisa is from Texas, and then Lisa Glue Paper Scissors from Cali. Yeah, Lisa, yeah, invite me over. I really need somebody to sew with. And probably I have to contact my friend again. No, she doesn't do sewing, but maybe I could do some, like, paper craft or Cricut stuff with her. But yeah, when I do sewing, I do want to have some sewing friends too, because I do sewing and a little bit paper crafting now. But my best friend that I have, my best friend that's nearby, she doesn't do sewing, so yeah. Alicia, you need to come out, girl. We need to meet you in person. So when Liz, if we plan a meetup next year, Alicia, Lisa Carter, Sandy, PJ Mommy, all of you guys, and Juana, all of you guys, we all need to go to one big convention and just, when I meet, who is it? Oh my gosh, I can't remember her name. Like, I just meet so many people that I don't remember everybody's name, but okay, the Hustle Queen, like, oh my gosh, brain. I just went blank for a little bit. Yeah, when I met her, we had so much fun, you guys. It was a lot of fun. I'm sure if all of us, since we've been like, chatting, hanging out a lot here on YouTube, we kind of basically know each other. So I feel like when we all see each other, like we already knew each other, long time friend. So it's going to be like a blast. All of us are going to have fun. We're going to be eating good food. And since we all like have business and we all, do some form of craft, and we've been on YouTube for a while and talking to each other. So I feel like, man, when we meet each other, we all just going to click like super well, and it's just going to be so fun. So yeah. Yeah, Alicia, right? That it's like a bummer, like when your best friend doesn't do everything. I mean, they can come hang out. Like sometimes the best friend can just come and watch you, but it would be awesome if they actually do the craft with you, so then they know the terminology and they know what you're talking about. Because sometimes when they don't do it, they could get bored listening to all the things you have to share, because they don't know what you're talking about. So that's why it's good to have, I mean, the more the better, because you can hang out with this one when this other friend is not available. So it's good to know many people, because you can hang out with different people, learn from different people. Okay, let me stop talking for a little bit so I can finish sewing this piece. Pull this chair up a little bit, it's too low. I think graphic designer and seamstress, all the solopreneur kind of business are really lonely. So we all got to get out, and we all got to plan for one big meetup, because I know it's a lot of us are working by ourselves, designing, working, creating by ourselves most of the time, and it's kind of lonely. So we all got to treat ourselves, you guys. So let's plan for one big convention meetup next year. Okay, Lisa, girl, thank you for hanging out. You take care. Oh, Lisa, you're so sweet. Thank you so much, Lisa. You don't have to do that, Lisa, but thank you. And you have a good night, Lisa. Talk to you. I don't know if I will be available tomorrow, because I have family over, but hopefully I get to talk to you guys on Sunday and Monday. See how busy I am. Oh, you bet. Well, you guys can crash at my place. I will make room in my storage, my craft storage space over there, because that's like kind of my guest room now. But there's not a lot of things in northern Cali. Like everything is in southern Cali. So yeah, even we don't have to come to Cali. There's a lot of convention out there in other states. We just have to find one. A lot of people was suggesting maybe in the middle, or maybe Texas. I've never been to Texas, so I was thinking we can go visit Lisa Carter. She's in Texas, and there's also a convention in Texas too. So we can always go to Texas if since it's in the middle, and I think Texas is probably not expensive at Cali. It's probably not as busy over here. So I think Texas would be great. Oh yeah, see Alicia, yeah, but it's okay. I mean, your best friend is your best friend, and I think like you sometimes you think they're bored, but I think they will still listen to you. So yeah, it's good. Yeah, but at least she's cool with what you do, and she's able to come and watch. Yeah, Alicia, I never been anywhere other than just Cali, and I've been to Hawaii. That's it. I think the whole United States. Guess what? I only been to Arizona, Minnesota, and Hawaii, and I live in Cali. So that's only 4 states, you guys. I don't travel much. So I never been anywhere else. So it'll be great. Like if we go to Texas, I'm cool with that. Or if we go up to Angela, Maryland, or Florida, because I never been to those states. I always want to go see Wyoming too. I know like in Montana and Wyoming, they have all these like really pretty scenery, like mountains. I would love to go like to a retreat in Montana and Wyoming up there. But those are the states I have not been to, so it'd be great to visit like friends once a year. Visit a friend in their state. Oh my gosh, you bet that is such a great idea, right? Like I know a lot of us sew, but some of us don't sew. But I know a lot of us do craft, some kind of craft. Like we just bring a little bit of our craft stuff and rent like a Airbnb or whoever like have a space over there we can rent. Because I know since we have all this connection, somebody should have like a townhouse or a big place near the beach that we all could rent. And the more of us come, the more money we can pitch in to rent this bigger place where we could like just have a crafting party. And then beach. I love the beach. I think Florida would be great. I want to go to Florida too. I've never been to Florida, especially the beach there. I want to see how different it is. I think Atlantic Ocean might be a little bit cleaner than the Pacific. Well, don't quote me on that. I'm not sure, but it seems like it's more blue over there, more cleaner. Yeah, Alicia, I know it's kind of like last minute, but Laura and Liz and Nancy and a lot of the girls in Discord, they're going to DAX in Chicago. I mean, if you can make like a last minute trip, or if you're on spring break next week, you should like fly out there, hang out with the girls, because a lot of them are going over there, right? Okay, you guys, we have to plan for that. I know it takes a lot of planning, so we really have to like do 1 year in advance, and then take payments in advance to reserve those space. So we will plan for that. And since we're in Florida, we could also go to Disney World, right, Laura? We're gonna have a big girl Disney World trip. So Alicia, I think it's on the 24th. But if you want all the information, I think Liz, they are chatting in the Discord. You can find out in the Discord section that say DAX. If you look at the left hand side, it should say DAX, and there's all the info there. But yeah. Oh, 22nd, 23rd. Okay, so Laura said it's Friday. 8 people. Yeah, so with 8 people, if we have more than that, I think we have to really rent like a bigger place that could accommodate at least 20 or maybe 10. I think 10 to 12. So we will have a sign up for first come, first serve. Because I know that we have more than 8 people, a lot of friends, but we'll probably do like a first come, first serve thing. Since if the place only can accommodate like 8 people. Yeah. So if we do that, like we will need like at least 2 people in charge of handling like transaction and booking. So I would say like I'm not like a great planner, you guys. So I'm not on top of things. I'm always behind things. So if you're on Discord, I don't think the Discord's open, but next month when it opens, Yvette, I would invite you so you can come to Discord and we could probably have a planning in there, like kind of start some kind of planning phase, because I know like having this kind of big meetup and hang out with people takes probably 1 year in advance to plan. Oh, Puerto Rico, yeah. I think Puerto Rico is really close by too, huh? That'd be nice. I've never been to Puerto Rico. Okay, but I will send you a link when Naro open up, because it's not my Discord. It's not my Discord, so I'm just a member in there. But I think it's closed. It was closed last week. So we will take new members the first week of every month. So when it opens up, I will let you guys know. Just so Naro will, because of screening, since in there we are like a really tight-knit community in there, we kind of like just want to do like open membership for once a month so we can screen the people. And since a lot of you guys, we've been talking to you guys here, we know we kind of like know you, so I think there shouldn't be any problem when you guys join next month. It's pretty fun in there. It's also a great resource in there. Everybody's like really helpful. It's really nice. We always help each other, and if people like need help with anything, there's always somebody like helping. So it's a great resource, and ask questions and get help from friends. And then I know at times I'm lonely, but you know, sometimes when I'm lonely, I'll jump into Discord and I'll see Laura, I see all my bestie in there, on my Discord buddy. But sometimes you do need the long time to get work done, but then, you know, when you get too lonely, then you can jump on into Discord and talk with friends, or go on YouTube live like this. So sometimes like this kind of help ease that loneliness. So I'm grateful for Nairo that she opened up the Discord, and I'm able to meet Laura and Alicia, everybody so amazing from the Discord. Ooh, Alicia, go, Alicia, you gotta go, and Liz and Laura, all you guys gotta film for us. We so jelly. I'm so jelly because I really want to meet Liz and Laura. All you ladies, I want to meet you guys, but I just couldn't find a babysitter for this time since I already got to go meet Angela. So it will have to be next year. But I'll be watching all of your video log with Liz and everybody. Vicariously, I will watch it. So you guys take lots of videos and picture for us, so we can see what you guys are up to, ladies. So exciting. It's only a couple more days left, Laura and Liz, and you guys are gonna be meeting each other in person. Yeah, I wish. I know when all you guys were talking, I was like, I want to go in my head. But I talked to hubby, and just because next week they're already going back. Like, they're not on spring break. I wish they're on spring break next week. If they were on spring break next week, I could have come, Laura. But they're not on spring break, and they're already on spring break this week. So I just don't have anybody to help me with the kids. Oh, August. So, yeah, I think August would be a great time. And it probably have to be early August because the kids go back to school in the middle of August. So, like early August will be great. Like, just, have 1 week of relaxed time before all the kids go back to school and get into all the chaos. I'm curious, Laura, what are you gonna wear to the convention? Did you plan out like an outfit? Well, I don't want, if you don't want to share, don't spoil us. We'll see you in the video. What are you gonna wear? Like to those kind of things. I sometimes don't know what I'm gonna wear. You know, when I went with Angela, I don't know, like just t-shirts and sweatpants. I don't know, just whatever, leggings. Not too dressy, so. But I didn't make any t-shirt. Maybe in the next convention, we gotta do like a matching t-shirt or something, you guys. I mean, we have all these equipment. We could make something. So if we plan in advance and to meet up, we could say, you know, let's make a shirt like this. Or we could do the embroidery thud shirt. I think a lot of us from Discord know what's the embroidery thud shirt is. I know Laura, I've not been working on that. I know Angela was asking, and I was like, I'm not even making mine yet because I'm so busy at doing other things. I didn't put it on my priority list. Oh, Yvette, that's me too. I mean, I've been working hard this year, but I'm kind of falling off the wagon, so probably try again. And obviously, if I'm not pregnant too, if I'm pregnant and I'm gonna have a baby, hopefully I have the baby early, so if we do it in the summer, I could come out. We'll see if I am having a baby number 4. So I'm just gonna throw that out there because we are trying for baby number 4. So hopefully I have a baby early in the spring and maybe I could come out in the summer. Yeah, Laura. Yeah, there's a big box that I can fit myself in. I probably get into a box and put food and water in there. But how would I go to the bathroom? I would imagine like you ship yourself in a UPS box. How the heck are you gonna go back? We probably have to put like a bottle in there and probably just have to pee and probably not get to eat a lot of food because you don't want to do number 2 in there because I have to ship myself overnight for like $100. Well, I'm super heavy. It might not be $100. Ship myself. Alicia, you say congrats to me for a baby. I'm not preggo yet, but we are trying for baby number 4. This is I'm not preggo yet. Hopefully, we'll see. We'll see because I test myself 3 times and I'm not pregnant yet. So hopefully, couple months from now. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting older, so might be harder to get pregnant easily. Alicia, I used to be like 110, 105, and now I'm not. I don't have that body. That's my beach body. I need to get back to that beach body. But yeah, but since I'm gonna have more kids, I don't think I will get that beach body ready yet, you guys. And hopefully I have a baby. If I'm gonna get pregnant, hopefully the baby comes like in the spring, so I can try to like, you know, work hard and get my beach body and meet you guys in August. But if I couldn't come out next year, then it probably has to be in 2014. No, not 14, 2024. What I'm talking about, 2024. Yeah. Oh, Yvette. My husband also say the same thing, Yvette, because Klaus is almost 3 years old. Klaus is going to be 3 years old this year. But I tell my husband, like, my ideal number is 6. Like, I want to have 6. I just feel like the more kids you have, I know it's hard to manage, but still, like, there's something about having a lot of kids. It's like when you're older, you have all these company, and they're always there, you know, like when for Christmas you have all your kids, and it'll be fun because with more kids, more people that comes for Christmas, it'll be more fun because you guys can do more games, more entertainment. So I'm just planning for the future because I want to have a lot of kids. So I mean, not a lot, but as many as I can, and I think 6 is ideal for me. I was thinking of 10, you guys, but I know that 10 is crazy, and plus at this age, I'm probably not gonna reach 10. But I was just saying, if I could have, I would love 10 to 12, but I think 6 is probably more attainable, a more reasonable goal. Yeah, right. I only like even number. So for kids, if I have odd number, I keep saying I want one more, you know. So it has to be even, so I can say, okay, I'm done with that. But yeah, I mean, if I could have a lot, I would have 12 kids. I really want to have like 6 boys and 6 girls, but you know, that's just a not realistic. So if you guys have watched, there was this one mom on YouTube. I was just watching like YouTube people that has like large family, and there's a mom. Oh my gosh, like I don't think she craft because she's super fit and she's pregnant like almost every year. She have 13 kids. She's probably in her late 30s. She looks super fabulous, like fit, dressy, and her house is like organized. And I just stumbled upon her video because it was suggested to me, and everybody was commenting that her house just looked like Kevin from Home Alone, Home Alone 1, because her house just looks so organized, and the style of home just looked like the Home Alone movie. And you know how Home Alone, like everybody lives in the house, they have a big family in the house. So since she have like 12 pending 13, she's having her 13th child when I was watching that video. She might even be at 14 now. I mean, that video was probably like 2 years ago, so I don't know. Yeah, so I'm like, wow. I mean, maybe she doesn't craft because I don't see all her time is dedicated to the kids. So I was like, man, she's just super fit. She's like my motivation when I need to, if I'm gonna have that many kids, I need to look that good too. I mean, she just looked fabulous. Yeah, that's my thing, right, Yvette? Yes, that's why I told my husband if I don't have one now, Klaus is getting bigger, and he's not gonna be able to connect with the new baby because they're not too close in age. That's why I like a 2-year gap between them only. I don't like to have, like, you know, Klaus and my last daughter, they're like 5-year gap. So I think that's too long, and I need to have them like as close as possible so they can, you know, connect and play with each other, and like they always have a best friend. Yes, Alicia, that's what I'm saying. I think the mom, she's probably just a cook. Like she knows how to cook because she has 13 kids. So she's probably cooking is her hobby. I don't know, man. I don't know if she has a hobby at all because she is running the house like every day, laundry, just making sure all her kids do homework and, you know, organizing stuff because her house is like top notch clean, super clean. She has a big house, probably like 3 levels. And I don't know, man, like she probably exercised. She said she exercised daily, and she eat healthy daily, so that's why she's super fit. Like, even being pregnant, she's super fit. So I was like, I don't, like, if I have that many babies, I probably have to give up all of this. I mean, I think exercise, and that's why I'm going digital, because that will allow me time to build my family and, focus on my kids. Because I know a lot of seamstress, they only have probably one kid, or some probably don't even marry, they don't have kids. Because with seamstress, you are constantly working on clients' projects or clothing. You got to work every day to make the money, right? So literally, I think, I don't know. I don't think people that work a lot, they probably cannot have big families like that. Probably ideal would be two kids. Yeah, but for me, I'm just fascinated with the big family, and I feel like I never really get to hang out with my sister, because my sister, they married like super young, and so I wish to have a family that, a lot of people in the family, so I can always have a best friend, because my sister married so early that I didn't really have like a best friend. I didn't really get to connect. I just started to connect with my sister like around this age. So, but since we don't live together, we don't get to have like that close connection where we can all, do things together all the time. So I feel like that's my whole theory about having a big family, so they could always have each other back, and, always have a best friend. Oh, Yvette, my husband's family, they have 12. I know they have 12, but and I told my husband, see, you guys have 12, you guys always have something to do. Like, if one sibling is not available, they have like other siblings to help. So that's the beauty of having a big family. And you always have a best friend, because you can call anyone. If one person is not available, if you only have one sibling and they're not available, you can't like call anybody unless you have a lot of friends. But sometimes you can't share something with your friends than your sister or your brother, right? So it's good to have siblings, because sometimes it's good that you have somebody to talk with if something you can't really share with your friends. So that's my whole Laura, I don't know, but I mean, that could be a possibility, because you never know what's behind the YouTube camera, right? I mean, when this camera go off, we don't know. I mean, sometimes people don't share everything. Like, even myself, I could be a billionaire in disguise and not disclose nothing on YouTube here. So I don't know. I mean, you never know, people, because people don't disclose everything. So yeah, but that could be a positive, that she has all the time to, work out, eat healthy, and look good. I don't know, because I saw this. I don't know if it's Instagram or YouTube. It's been a while, probably 2 years ago. A person that was talking about, I think she did like video log or something on YouTube or Instagram, and she was talking about she's a chef for rich people, and she lived in New York, and she make food, like she would make breakfast, lunch, and dinner for rich family that could afford her. And she doesn't make like simple food, like it's like gourmet, fancy food. And people pay her lots of money. She's probably like a 7-figure chef. And I was like, dang, people are rich and they could afford breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and have people like take care of their kids, and people cook like all their meals, you know. So like Laura said, like you never know. I mean, people could be a billionaires behind closed door. We don't know. Alicia, for the sibling. Yeah, Alicia. Yeah, that the age gap. See, that's the thing with the age gap. When there's an age gap, you're not really close with the older sibling. You know, you're only close with like the sibling closer to your age. But as long as you know that they're your sibling, like if you need something, you know, they're still there for you. Yeah, Yvette, right? Right, girl. That's why we are working, kicking our self, and working toward that financial freedom. I don't want to be super, super rich, but I just want to have financial freedom. I think that's all what we aim for, financial freedom, so we can buy vacation and just do the fun things that we want to do. But I don't need to be a billionaire, you know? That would be nice, but even people that are billionaire, like their life is not all rainbows and sunshine too. Like people have their own sadness and stress, and yeah, you never know. So that's why I said I just want to like just have enough, you know, and be financial free, so you can travel and not worry too much about, you know, the next day if you cannot pay your bill whatsoever. Yeah. Yep, Alicia, that's right. And that's all right, because you know, YouTube is also a social media platform, so I get it. I mean, people don't have to show everything or share everything, because for safety and privacy, you know. Even myself, I try to show as much of myself with you guys, share as much as I can with you guys, but there's certain things like we wouldn't want to share everything too, because of privacy here. And you don't want people to know like all your schedule and and everything you do, you know, just certain things you want to share. But yeah, that's how it is. I mean, on all social media, like people present what they want, what they want us to see, so we don't know behind the scene. Okay, so I'm gonna go on this side, sew these, and then come back over here. Put this iPad over here. Oh, I'm turning 33 this year. This is the year that I'm gonna be 33. So I know I'm getting closer and closer to the 40. I really don't. It's getting closer and closer to 40, and then soon it's gonna be 50. And yeah, I'm trying to enjoy my life and embrace everything, and you know, and build that financial freedom so I can enjoy life more and not worry too much. Because we are getting there, and life is moving. And I'm sorry, guys. Like I don't like to sound like so sad or all this future talk. But that is the reality. Time is moving all the time. I was watching the documentary on Netflix called I think it's Hope. I think it's called Hope, or Frozen Hope or something. And it was about an Southeast Asian. They're Thai. So I was from Thailand, so that was like kind of close to home. The people was talking about like they were using that's a technology. They were trying to bring people from the dead in the future. I think it was just more of like a business, kind of like a business model. I don't think people shouldn't be playing with God like that, but I'm not gonna tell people like they shouldn't. I mean, if they believe in that in the future technology can bring people back from the dead, but I I think if your time comes and you die, then I think that's your. I believe in destiny. I don't want to talk too much about religions, things but that documentary was just about a Thai family. Like they couldn't let go of their daughter, their 2-year-old daughter that passed away, and they're really rich family. They're super rich, so they put their child into I forgot what is that technology that was called, but they take out the child's organ and freeze it, and they were hoping that in the future with better technology and with new discovery that people can bring the child back to life. But I don't know. I think that's kind of, I don't know, man. Like I just feel like it's kind of like weird that, but I'm not gonna. I think they're just in a lot of grief. A lot of people criticize them like that they're in a lot of grief, that they're just selfish and not letting their baby girl go, because even like 1,000 years, 3,000 years from now, that people could bring people from the dead. Like, why would she want to be alive in 3,000 years from now? And her parents and time change. Like, it's just weird, I don't know. So if you guys have a chance, you guys want to watch that documentary. I think it's called Frozen Hope or something. So yeah, it was a lot to take in, that documentary. "32 Yvette." Yeah, we are like in the 30s club. Oh wow, 45. Yeah, that's why I say I need to hurry up with the babies. I gotta hurry up because time is ticking. Time is ticking, so I gotta hurry. I don't want to be having babies in my 40s, because in my 40s I want to look good. Like I want to be done in 40 and like look fabulous and just travel, be free. Well, I don't even know if you're gonna be really, really free, because by the time like I'm 45 and 50, probably might be having grandkids. We might be having grandkids, so you might not be like completely free. But at least like with the grandkids, they're not really your kid, so you can kind of like hand them back to their parents, so you can kind of be a little bit free. Yeah, but yeah, Laura, I know like with the grandkids it's great, but the thing with grandkids is they're not really your kids, so you kind of like give them back to their parent. So, but with your own kids, you can't really do that, like if nobody watched them, then you are the last resort. You have to watch the child yourself. So I'm just like, with grandkids, I will watch them too, but I'm gonna let my girls know, like, can't watch them all the time because I want to do my hobbies. Yeah, that's why I don't really want to bother my parents with my kids, because I know my parents, like, they already have their turn raising us, and I don't want to give them the burden watching my kids too much. So it don't really bother them because they have their own activities to do. So that's why I'm like, when it's my turn to be a granny, I hope my kids are like understanding and, you know, only bring them over once in a while because I don't want to watch baby too much. Okay, Alicia, thank you for hanging out. You have a good night, Alicia. Let me see. Okay, it's already past my time. But thanks, lady, for hanging out. I think I'm gonna let you guys go because I don't think I'm not gonna finish these. I was just more chatting with you guys than finishing these. So it's already 11:30, and I said 10:30 would be my last like time, but I already went past 10:30, so I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you for hanging out with me, ladies. It was a great talk, and if you guys want to join the Discord, I will put links next month when it's open. So you ladies have a good night, and I will see you guys next live. I will try to plan something because I really don't. I know watching me work might be too boring. So maybe like the next time we have to do something together. But I really want to come back live probably a couple days from today to do a PowerPoint presentation that I've been planning. I mean, it might not, all of you guys might not need it, but I just want to do it just for those that might need it to see what kind of niche is out there for embroidery, because I am the embroidery niche. So I kind of want to touch on a bunch of embroidery niche that if people want to get on Etsy, like what kind of niche is doing well and what is not doing well by doing research on Etsy. So I'm going to be doing something like that. And if that's kind of up your alley, hopefully that helps you out next week, because I want to do like something like that, because I've been planning that PowerPoint presentation for like a month now. I haven't had the time to finish it and do the presentation for you guys. I will see. I might have to pre-record it because I'm not too good with trying to do a presentation. Something that's kind of like intimidate me. It's kind of like doing homework. Yeah. Anyways, okay. Yeah, Alicia, they have the Discord, the DAX. If you want to communicate with Liz and Laura and all the ladies that are going to DAX, they have a tab on there so you can talk to them through there. Okay, so I'm going to let you guys go. And all of you have a good night, and thank you for hanging out, and look forward to that PowerPoint presentation that I'm going to give. I know it's a little bit intimidating for me to make me feel like I'm going to try to look professional because it's a PowerPoint presentation. So I will work really hard to put that together, finish it so I can do that live. You guys, I really want to do it live and test it out on my my YOLO box, because the YOLO box has this little SD where I can bring in the PowerPoint. So I'm going to really try to do the PowerPoint on the YOLO box. So anyways, night, ladies. Talk to you guys in the next